Hello ladies, Sharon's here. I'm so glad you joined me today. You guys know what day it is? Please. Sharon Anything Day. That's right, that's my Q&A day. And that's where you send me all the questions and I supply you with all the answers. Okay, my ladies? This is going to be fun. It's exciting. It's going to be all about skincare today. So, for those of you that are brand new to my channel, thank you. I hope you will subscribe. I invite you to scroll on down, hit that subscribe button. There's a bell there. Go ahead and hit that bell. It'll be notifying you of my upcoming videos. I generally film twice a week. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I have had request after request after request. Sharon, please do some more skincare questions. Do some more skincare Q&As. So here I am. Okay, my ladies, so let's start with question number 1. Dear Sharon, what do you think of home devices? And if so, which ones work for you and which ones do you like and which ones do you not like? Okay, I have used every home device there is on the market. The one that I showed for many years was my PMD Microderm Device. It has worked so well over the years that the doctor said, no more. You're exfoliating beautifully with your glycolic acid, so you no longer need your PMD. It would be too rough on your skin right now. I did not have any luck with any other major device. Okay, and I have them all, and I have tried them all. I had I've had 2 different electrical current type devices. However, it's like the doctor said, you're using this, you're getting this much out of it. Okay, itty bitty bit. You're not getting like you would in your esthetician's office. And you know what? That was proven to be true. So, if you still see yourself sagging, if you see that you're still using elasticity, if your skin is not plump enough and you feel like, okay, I need something else. Maybe I need fillers. Maybe I need something else to plump up this skin. Maybe I need this. If you're asking yourself those questions after you've been using some of these devices, girlfriend, that means it's not working for you any longer, okay? The electronic devices that I had used, like I said, were just teeny tiny little improvements in here. And then a week after that, well, the problem was back again. So it's not permanent, I can tell you. You can spend $500, $600, you can spend $1,000 on these home type devices, but each and every doctor has told me they don't last, they don't work permanently. Like if you were to come in here and get electrical current, work done on you, or lasers, those are the real deal, and those are permanent. So, that's my answer to that question, girlfriend, okay? But thanks so much for your question, but that's what I think about it. Okay, number 2. Do you have lip fillers in your lips? Oh, honey. It was my early 50s, I'm sure, because everything I did in my early 50s, before 53. Right in those 3 years is when I was going boom, boom, boom. Yes, but they're not fillers per se. You don't put actual fillers in your mouth and expect that to work. We don't call them fillers. So the work that I had done on my lips was done by a plastic surgeon that was I think he was from Brazil or somewhere. He was down in South America, and he came up here to do a big symposium with a lot of the other plastic surgeons and everything. And they said his specialty was all these different things on your body. He could improve your boobs, your butt, your lips, your facelifts. He was like the king of South America. Well, he said, what he would do for his colleagues was they would put together some, clients that they had, some patients. He would do a lip job on them for $300. Oh, honey, I fought for first place, okay? First of all, I couldn't believe how inexpensive it was, so I knew it was a deal. But I knew his work, I knew his reputation. I was, there with the doctors, listening to all this. I shook his hand. I know the dude, okay, as far as that's concerned. And I'd seen pictures of his work. So I did not even hesitate when my doctor said it's okay. So, $300, I walked in, and he was injecting silicone into the lips. Now, silicone is permanent. It's not like the fillers we use in our face where we have to replace, every 18 months to 22 months, because that's what it is now, if you remember the video, that I did on my, facelift, my liquid facelift, and I will put that up here again if you didn't, and then click on that and watch it. But silicone in the lips is very permanent. So, you better be going to somebody really good, because it can't be dissolved or moved around again. This was permanent silicone. Okay, so I was all excited. I knew he could do a good job. I could just smell it on him, I mean, I'd seen all of his work during this thing and heard my doctor just rant and rave about this doctor. So, needless to say, I was on the bed. The one thing that kind of knocked me out, and it was really bizarre, he was a smoker. But I think they smoke a lot down in South America. But anyway, back to the story. So, he told me, he said, I'm going to do an injection here, an injection here, and it's going to go like that. One of the injections is going to go under your lip, then an injection down here, an injection down here, and kiddo, you're done. And I want you to know, it didn't take 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. And once he got injected, he molded it with his hands. He was shaping the lip, and I said, I want to look like I can suck the chrome off a pickup truck, so make me beautiful. And of course, I don't know if he understood English. I'm sure he did, because he laughed. So, in any case, it didn't take that long, and my lips were like, whoa. And so he gave you ice in an ice pack and said, for 20 minutes, hold that on your lips. And he did not want me to leave until he checked me again after I held the lips. So we all walked out looking like ducks. And sure enough, after 20 minutes, my lips swollen down. I had the most gorgeous lips in the universe. Everyone was jealous. It was so pretty. And that was eons ago, because I'm 71 now. What does that tell you? That's been 20-something years, and my lips are still full. So it is permanent. Now, do they do, lips now that you can get certain fillers that can be permanent? Yes, but you may have to be going in for maintenance. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? To fill up again, or tweak here or tweak there. Mine, nothing. But I'll tell you, as you age though, listen to what I'm telling you. As you age and your skin starts dropping, your lips, obviously the skin up here will drop and sag. I mean, mine's already been doing that, and this last year has been the worst for sagging for me. I mean, honey, please, I couldn't pick it up fast enough. Do you know what I'm saying? And so the thing about it is now I'm getting a little tweak here of Botox, basically kind of on each side, that kind of keeps that lip up a little bit. Now, if I notice that that's not going to be doing the trick per se, I'm going to go back in and have a lip lift, which is the top lip, have, little tweaking done to that. But what can I say, girlfriends? It's piece of cake. It doesn't hurt. Nothing to it. I mean, boom, and I was out of there. So yes, I absolutely love it. It's not that I had skinny lips, but I had just regular lips, but I want something kind of a little bit in your face, a little bit more. Just because, if you're going to spend money, you want to be able to see it and feel like I got something done, you know what I mean? Okay, but, yeah, now, the thing with straws, when you start to use straws, you are going to dribble. For the first year, I dribbled a lot, and I felt like I needed a bib, for real. Keep that in mind. After a while, as your skin starts sagging, it gets easier to grip the straw. But I noticed I got 2 little lines coming here for the first time. So that's how I know I need plumping it up. Okay, so much for the lips. Thank you for your question, girlfriend. And if you got any more questions, just ask me about it, okay? All right, number 2. Sharon, what is your opinion on sunless tanners? I do not self-tan hardly ever. I'm just telling you that. And the reason being is I have always come out orange or streaked. I've tried everything there is on the market. My best bet was actually to go in and get sprayed, which I used to do a lot back in my younger days. Now I feel like, I don't care if I'm tan or not. That's not a biggie after 50. You know what I mean? It's really not a heavy-duty biggie. We don't thrive for the sun. But I can tell you, all this work I've had to is sun damage. Sun damage is all over our skin. Listen, we boomers, honey, used to use, let me tell you what we did for our tanning lotion. We mixed it ourselves. Baby oil and iodine. Now, I'd put extra iodine hoping that I would get kind of a real sunburny look the first day, and then after that, it would smooth out to be a little tan, which it kind of was. I would also have a screen that had aluminum foil on it, so when the sun hit, it just blared that light all over my face. Let me tell you, we did this every single day. We were out for hours and hours and hours growing up. This was a boomer thing. And I mean, this was the only thing we put on our skin. We truly fried. And I remember one summer when I was in Hawaii visiting my father, that tropical sun, along with my baby oil and iodine, the fool that I am, I completely had blisters and had to go to the emergency room. So yeah, that's how cuckoo we were. But that's what we did back then. That's how we got a tan. I mean, we lived for the darkest tans ever. We would bake and bake and bake and bake. I mean, all us gals, we'd get out there together, play our music, listen to the radio, because some of us were lucky and had portable radios. I know that sounds funny, y'all, but just work with me here. And then we had our baby oil and iodine. Yes, we did. Oh, yes, we did. And we worshiped it. Okay? It was everything to us. And it was from head to toe. We saturated ourselves pretty good. Yeah. Mostly from the neck down, because the face, like I said, we'd use our little, aluminum foil screens, that we were homemade. Oh my gosh, girls. You don't even want me to go back there. But you know what? Like I said about the tans, I have tried everything. My skin may be different than yours. You may come out okay, with the tanners, but see, that's a hassle to me. I don't want to have to go in and patch up if it starts to get streaky. It's never going to last just one time. Plus, I do not want to crawl into bed with any type of tanner on, because I have very expensive linens on my bed, and I don't want to rub it off, okay? So, I'll just pass on the tan a while. But you do you. Whatever worked for you. Just don't get out in the sun. Please, don't do that. Okay, girls, moving right along. Okay, dear Sharon, which fillers last longer, and how much do you get for your money? Okay, I just did a video not too long ago, about a month ago maybe, about my liquid facelift. those were new fillers that my gal had put into my face because they were brand new. These are the fillers that build up collagen and elastin, and they go deep, as you well know, because that needle went deep in. I mean, you know, like it should. And so the fillers that I had were, the Voluma was for the cheeks that I had done. Fabulous, fabulous. It's going to last me 22 months, 18 to 22 months. And the same with the velour. Now, the velour went into the smile lines and nasolabial lines. That's primarily what it's for. Now, I didn't have as much put in to the nasolabial lines this time because they did the cheeks and I wanted to see how much it would pull up, you know, before we went too nuts on this. When you first start with a new area and a new filler, you want to watch it. You know, it's like anything else. You know, you got to watch it and see what it does and if that's your thing or if it needs to be adjusted or moved around. But what I'm excited about is these were the first ones that do, you know, build collagen and elastin, and these were the ones that lasted longer. Now, they were a tad more expensive, but you know, fillers, you know, they're all going to cost you money. What can I say? It's like with the Voluma here, and I believe I said that in my video exactly how much, but I remember it was $750 per cheek. One syringe here was $750 and the other syringe here was $750 just for each cheek. And of course, you know, the velour and everything, I forgot how much that averaged out to. Let's see, 600 maybe, 500, I can't remember. But watch that video and then you'll remember. I mean, it's in there, okay? But yes, and it's heaven, so these were new type fillers. I'm very tickled to death with them. They're not in your face. My Juvederm that I used for a long, long time, you could really tell. These, you couldn't, I mean, I wondered, and I still do now, gosh, that doesn't seem like enough. But they go, yeah, you don't want to go on, you know, and look like, you know, something scary. But I guess I'm just not used, evidently I must have really needed it in these cheeks if I can't tell that much difference. And they said, no, it's a more natural type filler and it just gives you enough of what you need. We'll see. So far right now, I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay. It has pulled up a little bit where I'm not seeing as much of this hang, but you know, I would have to put in even more in different areas to pull all that up. I'm just waiting to see what this does first before we know where to go from there. That makes any sense, girls? Yeah. Okay. And the next question, number 5. Sharon, how do we know the expiration date on our sunscreens? I never see a date. Oh yeah, the date's on there. Whenever you have your sunscreen, there's usually going to be a little date on the back. Okay, and it'll say 10 months, 7 months, whatever months. And that means that's how long you have after you open it and start using it. You've got that much time left on it. Now on mine, okay, I have the expiration right up here. Mine says, you know, April 9, 2022. So I've got tons of time on this. But yes, all your sunscreens, and it's usually a long, expiration on these. So I wouldn't worry too much. But they're usually on the back with that little square, and it's got months on it, so you'll know. Or it's up here. If it's a tube, it'll be kind of ingrained in there, okay? Stamped, per se. So, yeah. That's how you tell, girlfriends. And like I said, you have plenty of time. And if not, go online and look up your sunscreen, and it will tell you also online. Okay, the next question. Can I do a double cleanse with the same cleanser? Absolutely. Absolutely you can. You don't have to use an oil like some do. You don't have to use any type of second cleanser. you can use the same cleanser and use it twice. Absolutely you can. Sure. Boy, that clarified that real fast, didn't you? Yeah, so if you can't afford to go invest in something else, or you just don't see the need, then don't. Just double cleanse with the same thing. You know, it's really funny. It's like, let me tell you an easy way to exfoliate. What I do is, let's say today's the day I'm going to choose to use my Cerave cleanser. All right, so I'm using that. Okay, I'm just washing away and everything's cool. Then I want to do a light exfoliation, which I do every day. You know what I do? I take my Tatcha rice powder, put a little in my hand while it's still sudsy with my Cerave. I rub it till it's nice and foamy and lovely, and I go all over my face, giving my face a second wash per se, but guess what? It's also a soft exfoliation. So that way my makeup goes on so smooth and pretty. And then at the end of the week, when I do my big exfoliation, you know, with my glycolic acid, that's on Sundays. See what I mean? So every morning I do a soft, exfoliation by mixing the rice powder in with that. That's just another, cleanser as well, but it actually exfoliates as well. That way you're killing two birds with one stone. Right, girlfriends? Yeah. So absolutely you can. Now, next question. This is number 7. Sharon, are retinoids necessary if they have other products in place of those? Let me explain something to you. All retinoids are the gold standard of skincare. I've said this a lot. I know so much about skincare and have learned so much about skincare in the last 4 years. It's mind-boggling. But I will tell you, whether it's fillers, whether it's glycolic acid, whether it's any medical grade, whether it's, all natural, nothing to me, my opinion, is the kahuna that obviously Retin A is. Any of your retinoids. And that's part of the retinoid family is Retin A, which is tretinoin, okay? So if you're getting it that way. And I can just tell you, that's what tackles the big heart of the problem. Everything else is kind of extras if you want to try it. For instance, I'm never going to give up my Retin A. So you say, well, Sharon, why do you use, some of your medical grade with it? Because there's other areas that I want to attack. I work a lot on the neck and the décolleté with medical grade. I work around my eyes with medical grade because, these are places where I just am not going to sunk myself in Retin A all the time. And especially when it's 0.1%. So this is what I'm saying. The retinoids are important. Whether it's retinol, whether you're on ronaldehyde or Retin A. I mean, the retinoids, they win. They're number one. I can just tell you that right now. I mean, they are the gold standard. Okay, the number 8 question. Sharon, where do you use niacinamide in your routine? Anywhere I want. For real. You can mix it with vitamin C. They do know that now. So if I choose to use it in my morning routine with everything else I do, sometimes I use it at night. I switch. I switch off and on. The niacinamide that I use a lot, I like on my neck because it blends well with my cacay oil. I can tell you that. And I really like to work on all across the décolleté with niacinamide as well. But yes, you can use it in the daytime with vitamin C, and that is fine. So just pick your time, girlfriend, okay? Pick your time. But I do think niacinamide is great. I think it's necessary to have in your routine, definitely. Next question, number 9. Can I use moisturizer under my Retin A and get the same result? No, you won't. because it kind of dilutes the product. It's not just hitting you face on. When you apply your Retin A, your face is clean and it's toned. Essence, if you will. You squirt out a pea size and you dot it in the places you need. You rub it in and you are good to go. Go to bed. Leave it alone. There is no reason to seal it. Retin A starts in right away. Okay, and it's going to be that way all night. I mean, that's how good this stuff is. Now, if you're just incredibly crazy about sealing it, you know, with your moisturizer, go ahead. However, it's going to mix with it and it's going to move around probably in places you don't want it to, and it's going to cut down the full strength Retin A. When you apply Retin A, that's a product that stands alone. It really does. You need to put it on, leave it alone. Don't mix it on top of stuff. You want that on that clean, bare face is what you want it on, okay? Absolutely. You don't want to kind of dilute the product because then you're not getting the full strength Retin A. Retin A works right away and right then and with full gusto when you don't mix it with a lot of stuff. Leave it alone. Just put it on that face. Got it, girlfriends? Okay. Now, the last but not least said, how do I get rid of red and broken capillaries on and around my nose? Okay, I had a product, well, I still have a product, by Veen, that I've used for a long time, and it really helped mine. The last 2 times, I had to have of laser. And now, remember, any kind of little broken capillaries, they may go away when you get them away, but they'll come back. They do have a tendency to come back. Different ones in different places, and sometimes different ones in the same place. Like when I got rid of mine, I was fine for about 10 months, and then I found some come out again. So then I went to the dermatologist, and they zap it, this laser, and then you're gone. And I just now noticed, just recently, that I've got 2 little ones coming out on this side, 2 little ones coming out on this side. And I hate that. But, I mean, you know, once it's zapped, it does pretty good. It gives you about 10 months or so before something else shows up. See what I mean, girls? This is a constant thing to take care of your skin. It is constant. It doesn't stop. And there's nothing in a jar that's going to take care of all these issues, so to speak. You know, I mean, there's, you know, nothing miraculous. It's a lot of work, and it's something that we have to just be consistent about. I mean, our skin, to me, is the most important thing. I mean, I am very vain when it comes to my skin. I'm just nuts about it. I want my skin to look healthy. I want it to glow somewhat. I don't want to look like, you know, a fake ball that just has used all this highlighter, because then people, you know, say, I don't want that. I want a healthy glow, and I want it just where it does glow a little bit. That's it. When you get older, your skin gets drier. When you use Retin A, your skin gets drier. I mean, we can go on and on. So we have to have these products to kind of temper down some of the stuff that we're doing to our skin as well. Do you see what I mean? We have to have some that are nice and soothing and lovely after we put a lot of harsh stuff on our face to help us. And that's why we've got to exfoliate. That's why we've got to moisturize when we can with different types. I like, you know, like I said, the Lipid Restore by Skinceuticals now is kind of my thing. I love that. But I love my Obagi night cream as well. I mean, because it's so nice and thick and luxurious, I go crazy over it. I mean, you guys know. You've already been working the routine anyway. These are just things that are clarifying everything and laying everything out for you. So, ladies, that's my Q&A for today. Now, I'll tell you what, if you have any other questions, just put them down below. We'll answer them, okay? We'll get to that. And to each and every one of you, I want to thank you so much for being with me. You new subbies are darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And to each and every one of my tribe, I want you to stay sassy, classy, and confident, and give me a big thumbs up on this video.